Kia ora, I'm David Chester with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. As we get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news China and the US seem to have agreed some sort of trade deal, although the details are still quite fuzzy. However, a key part seems to be that the US will only get access to the rare earth minerals on a 180-day rolling basis. That means Beijing will retain key leverage over these negotiations as they develop. From data out in the US, CPI inflation was recorded at 2.4% in May, up only marginally from 2.3% in April and coming in lower than the 2.5% expected. Food prices, however, were up 2.9%, rents up 3.9% in the survey. The only reason the overall level was modest is that petrol prices fell 3.5% from a year ago. Interestingly, US crude oil prices were near a one-year high a year ago at $78 a barrel. Today they're at $67 a barrel. But they have fallen steadily from a year ago, so after August it seems likely that US petrol prices will generate upward pressure on their CPI. Just about the same time tariff tax flow-throughs start to bite. It could get interesting in about 90 days. There was another US Treasury 10-year bond tender earlier today, and this one featured an outsized fall in demand. There were more than 10% less bids than the prior equivalent event. This is the first time we've seen a big fall off in demand in these official tenders, so it'll be worth keeping an eye on going forward to see if this is a one-off or the feared pullback in investor appetite for Trump debt. At the same time, the US budget statement for May showed a monthly deficit of $316 billion, only marginally less than the $346 billion for the same month a year ago. Higher tariff collections at the border are getting the credit. Those higher tariff collections are $23 billion in the month. No Doge cut benefits though. In China, May vehicle sales came in almost at 2.7 million units for the month, with almost half of those NEVs. That puts sales for the past year at a remarkable 32.7 million cars, and more than double the level of the US at 15.6 million units for the same month in the past year. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.42%, down 5 basis points from this time yesterday. And the price of gold will start today at $3,323 an ounce, and virtually unchanged from yesterday. American oil prices are up $2 at just over $67 a barrel, while the international Brent price is now just under $69 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is now just over 60.4 US cents, basically holding from yesterday. Against the Aussie, we're also holding at 92.7 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're down 30 basis points at 52.6 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at just under 68.3 and down another 10 basis points from yesterday. You can get more news about the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.